It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Texans and the Dolphins under the lights on Sunday night.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. From up in the booth, Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt with you for this contest, and pretty obvious what this one is framed around, right, partner?
What do you think, the two quarterbacks?
There you go, nailed it. The two quarterbacks who are both right now among some of the best in the NFL.
Yeah, we know what they can do with their talent, right? We have seen their arm on display.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go in prime time. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
Tua now from the gun. He beams one deep right side. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Achane, a first down carry. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pulled in by Waddle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Achane on the inside give. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Slot receiver headed left. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Tua off the play fake. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Aubrey puts it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception, Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Stopped by Chop Robinson. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Stroud. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And this truly has been an excellent campaign for him, sitting among the NFL's top 5 in receiving yards. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 36. He's got Smith. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. And stop coming from Henry To'o. Tagovailoa looking to throw here on 3rd and 1. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. So before this is punted away, officials stepping in. Looks like a timeout was called by the receiving team. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. They're out and set, 1st and 10. This Texans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. And he found some running room for a nice gain. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. 3rd down, Mixon gets it. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Texans set to punt. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Dolphins will have some work to do as they take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. Taken in by Smith. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, Stroud. He completes it in traffic. And that's good for a gain of 5. It's Kader Kohou up to make that play.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pass complete to Mechie. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running back sent in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. They put a receiver in motion here left. Stroud now on 3rd. From the pocket, looking for a target.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Everly's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st down, here's Tua. This finds Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Give them 3 yards, and they're just inches away on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Caught by Washington, left side. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Azeez Al-Shaair that time on the tackle. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Escapes the pocket. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Collins there to grab it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't at all.
Finds him on the slant. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Mechie hauls it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw, Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 43. Short pass brought in. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down. From the gun, Stroud. Completed to Collins. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Stroud. Diggs there to bring it in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. All right, set now, 1st and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Finding Collins.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Texans hoping to break this tie before the half. Throwing on third down, Stroud connects with Mechie. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try the field goal for the Texans on this fourth down. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Miami offense headed out there now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Two now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pass complete to Mechie. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Here's Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. And he gets it to the 1, but goes out just before the goal line. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Pressure coming, and they take him down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. Looking to throw, Stroud. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Final timeout called by the Texans. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here's Stroud now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the 2nd half. Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 4. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. On the ground again with Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Keeping it with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. Stroud. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. 1st and 10. A run to Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a designed read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Miami set to take over once again on offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll stick with Achane. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So out now comes the punter. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 41. Collins there to grab it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 42. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Texans first down.
To the air, Stroud. It is cut left side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. More chances to make up for it.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Diggs there to bring it in. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Motion man sent left. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Houston.
They send Diggs in motion right. 1st down, Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
These intermediate games, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just...
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Stroud. Rolling left, buying some time. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Touchdown, Houston!
Complete to Dalton Schultz. Touchdown.
Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Tua now from the gun. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Tua again. Has a man, it's Achane. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Brought in right side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we'll get a solid completion for decent yardage on 1st, and then we go backwards on 2nd. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on 3rd down.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He finds him beyond the marker. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Achane again. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Looks like they will indeed try at 4th and 2. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. They connect for the 1st. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. Now a run with Wright. Fights across for the touchdown. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. The Texans ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, Stroud. Caught by Diggs. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Second down now, 7 to go.
At the 46-yard line.
From the 46. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down, Texans.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Texans close to picking up their 5th win. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Now the give to Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. This is Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Now a give to Mixon. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. It's Mixon on second down. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. From the 27. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. They'll throw on third and long. He's got Tuck, and he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Texans only moments away from finalizing their win as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Texans come away with the road win. So to the victor go the spoils, Brock, as they celebrate the win. That's a positive feeling that you know is going to carry through the week ahead.
And it makes everybody in the building feel better. It does, from the secretary to the coach to the owner. And it makes all the practices, the film rooms, the workouts a lot easier over the next couple days. Nobody wants to slog through those coming off a loss. But coming off a win, they'll have a boost and really attack the week as they get prepared for their next opponent.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and front and center is Sam Laporta. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Lions and the Packers coming up next.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Our first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 11 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The kick by McManus is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
They'll run with Gibbs.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Sam Laporta,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they come in. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
St. Brown motioning left.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Bates' kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. 3rd and 8. Love looking to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football and defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Play action this time with Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Love.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On third down, here comes Jacobs.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Love now. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
To throw now. Here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 37-yard line.
They will run the draw with Jacobs.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good.
And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah, he is going to have a Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They'll set up a throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Love from the gun. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we reach halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been...
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. St. Brown in motion right.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
That is caught by Laporta.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll drop to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. They're going to look to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Gibbs.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And shutting him off, now open field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Counter play with Jacobs.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's a gain of 2. And the Packers first down.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Able to find his man, Kraft.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They juked him.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's another Packers first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Love looking to throw it.
And it's caught.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
A 9-yard gain brings up
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Detroit.
St. Brown motioning left.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3 quarters in the books.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Now Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Love now. He'll complete this one to Watson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Love. That's taken in by Watson. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Love. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now it's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, 66 yards. And the Lions are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Wiggles free. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got... And he coughed it up! And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing. Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Love from the gun.
That's complete to Dobbs.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Love looking to throw it.
That's taken in by Kraft.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is scooped up. And now off to the races down the right side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the 4th quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Lions,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.